Hi Leah, so I looked over your lesson plan and here's my feedback. While I think the topic of your lesson plan is good, you're really missing a lot of depth of information here. And the direct instruction is just kind of shallow. Let me show you what I'm talking about, okay? So, you've got this cool idea, and I really like it, to open up this like in-class debate, right? That you're very passionate about these things and blah, 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 okay? And then you say, all right, those opinions are valid, right? And you start kind of using, you introduce some of the terminology. So that's really good, all right? Then you have them switch sides, and you're going to write the facts on the board and use it as a segue into direct instruction, all right? You move them from this hook into the direct instruction by saying, I'm going to provide you with 4 steps to make your writing more objective. It feels like this is 4 steps that I should be using on this assignment instead of 4 steps that people use as a skill when they are writing objectively. This feels like instruction for an in-class activity rather than instruction in a broad-based skill that they need. And so, I don't know whether you insert that kind of talk like right here at your direct instruction, or if you kind of do that more at the bottom, okay? Let's talk about the steps then. So you say, the first step is obviously choosing a topic about something that you want to inform your audience on. Remember, in informative expository writing, it's important to remember that you are informing your audience, not arguing one side. But you don't necessarily define inform. You do say inform is different than argue, but you don't really talk about how or why. You say that the second step is to do research in order to find credible facts about each side of a topic. Now, I don't see any criterion for what's a credible fact. Remember that we want this to be a skill that kids can take out of our classroom into other classrooms and into life. And if there's too much jargon in there, they're not going to see it as a skill. They're going to see it as something their teacher told them to do, okay? As a matter of fact, I'm not even sure, you may have to find objective up above, okay? You then move on to organizing, and you talk about an objective tone, but I don't know what an objective tone is. You say that you should have one paragraph informing one side on a topic and another paragraph that talks about the other side of the topic. The key here is balance. It's important to give every side of your argument its equal share in your essay. There's got to be more to organization than that, because a lot of it has to do with flow, has to do with transition, has to do with choices of where you position the evidence. And then you say the 4th step is to edit out opinion, right? Instead of saying the iPhones are more used in the world, you should say something like, according to blank, it's been proven that iPhones are used. So in other words, what you're saying, you've delineated opinion from not opinion by saying that it has to be a source site. I don't know if that was your goal there, but if it is, you have to explicitly say that and then provide an example for it, instead of just providing the example and hoping that the kids will pull the implicit information out of there, all right? When you pass out this fact versus opinion worksheet, and then you say that you assume that the kids are going to know that opinion doesn't have evidence to back it up, but I'm not sure that they would explicitly know that. I don't see you providing the direct instruction or the criterion for them to work with, that question and answer format, so that they can take this skill outside of your classroom, all right? So you have them working through that. And then for the rest, you give them the rest of class to research your topic, following the 4 steps that you gave them. And once you're done, you can begin outlining your essay. So I don't know what, are they supposed to just be using their phones to do this research? And then what kind of differentiation will you have for students who don't have phones at all or don't have smartphones, right? Especially this is 9th grade, right? So we're not, this is on the younger side. And so I, if you had kids that didn't have those, I didn't see any differentiation for that, okay? So delve into this and really make your direct instruction explicit for them, okay? And then get some differentiation and modification on the right-hand side for these, all right? Thanks.